Alright guys, hello, welcome to day 28. Um, what I did today is I just continued on the Traffic Geyser videos and the websites. I got really excited and carried away when I saw his first video on building a marketing funnel and sales funnel and media distribution and exposure and all that. And I started getting lots of cool ideas and I ended up just stopping right there. I actually stopped mid video and started designing my own funnel and then went the next step. So that's cool. I got that done yesterday. Um, Now today I went back to the site. I knew there was other videos there, so I went back to watch some of the other videos. And really, what I took away from these videos today was some more concepts about learning and about listening. And the reason I say listening as well as learning is because he took us through a few steps in his videos about um, how certain people learn. Because different people learn in different ways. For instance, he said there's people who learn better. You know, we all know some people learn better seeing or hearing, or some people need to write it down or need to teach someone else. These are all different ways of learning. You know, audible or kinesthetic, visual learners. You know, that's this type of thing. So he didn't cover that. Instead, he covered learning as personality types, which was really cool because it was, you know, I've heard of that being done before, and I've researched that, but I've never seen it quite this way from a sales or marketing perspective. So that's cool. Definitely go on the Traffic Geyser site and look for those videos. Again, I'll put the link down below on the post of this video. Again, if you're watching it on YouTube or one of these many sites that this video is probably going to be going out to, the site to go to for all the posts is 365k in 365days.com, or sorry, .ca. And yes, I learned about some different personality types and how they buy, and what questions they ask before they buy. So this is, you know, in order to have somebody purchase from you, they have to learn why that is a value. If they don't already know what it is you sell or what it is the service or product you offer, why that's a value to them, they're not going to buy it. You've got to show them if they don't already know, which means you've got to teach them. You've got to teach them why it's important for them to have this in their life. Um, so this went and it went through. If you were doing a sales call or you were selling, like his explanation of selling just straight from a video, explaining things to a video, so you're not able to have a conversation with someone. They're not able to ask you, well, why, or what is it, or how does it work, or what good is it for me. You know, those are questions that can explain to you what's important to that person you're selling to, and then you can customize your sale or your benefits and advantages that you're telling them that they get with what you offer. You're able to customize it based on what they're asking you, what their interests are. Now, if you're creating a video like I am, and you know, like apparently a lot of marketers are now creating videos to introduce people to their products and services online. You know, if you're creating that, you've got to be able to have this conversation, a two-way conversation, one way. I've got to be able to answer the questions these people are thinking, but just delivering it to them. They're not able to ask me questions. I have to foresee what they're going to want to know. Now, you know, you can simply list every question you think they're going to have, or you can do it in a certain order that's going to get people in, you know, more effective message across to these people. And it seemed to me what he was saying in his video today was about how different personality styles, different people, personality styles of people will have different attention spans. So it's important in your videos, if you're trying to communicate to a mass audience, to really give the information that the least attentive person is going to want in the beginning of your video, because they probably won't make it to the end of the video. Whereas other people have more patience, or whatever it might be. I don't know what the reasons for that is, but you know, that information you can always leave to the end. And so he gave you a certain process to give that information in. He also covered some things about again how we learn, and as a child we'll learn differently than as we grow up. Um, you know, he didn't cover that, but I know that to be true, and for the main reason of that is we're a lot more curious when we're a kid. You know, we want to know, we have this desire to learn more and to see more. Whereas when you get older, you seem to think you've learned a lot already, and you know, you become a know-it-all sometimes, right? Um, So it's really nice to look at it with fresh eyes, and the eyes of a child is sometimes the best way to learn. So if you can go back to that in yourself learning, that's a great way to go. Um, I guess what all I could really think to go on about is just the same concepts that he said in his video. So it's, instead of doing that and regurgitating that information, I'm just going to give you guys the links. Um, some of the quotes I came up with today really fit nicely. The first one is, you can teach a student a lesson for a day, but if you can teach him to learn by creating curiosity, he will continue the learning process as long as he lives. That was by Clay P. Bedford. Um, Another quote by Henry L. Doherty is, get over the idea that only children should spend their time in study. Be a student as so long as you still have something to learn, and this will mean all your life. The next quote, Eartha Kitt says, I am learning all the time. The tombstone will be my diploma. And the last quote I have, it says attributed to Harry S. Truman, so it may not have obviously didn't begin with him, but it says, it is what you learn after you know it all that counts. And so these all left me with a really positive idea to learning, and that's what I believe too. Lifelong learning is really what we should all go for, what we should all be looking for. But what I really liked from his video today was explaining how different people have different attention spans and they ask different questions. I'll go through it really quickly, just the list of questions in what order, just to give you guys a bit of a hint. Um, yeah, I'll put this here so I can face the screen. It says structuring your message. If you cover the points in this order, you'll get maximum effectiveness. Um, the first question is people will be asking is, why should I buy this product and how will it benefit me personally? The second thing they'll say was, what does this product do? And what will it practically accomplish? The next is, how does this product do what it does? And again, the last one is, what are all the creative things that I can do with this product? So again, they want to know why they should buy it. What is it going to do for them? How will it benefit them personally? They want to know. Okay, well now they know why. They want to know, well, what actually does it do, really? And then they want to know, well, how does it do that? Last thing they want to know is, what can I now do with it now that I have it? And that's a good little process. I'm sure that's probably what most of us go through. I am trained in a little bit different of a sales technique. I got to compare this to my sales notes from High Output. A good friend of mine runs that. He's an amazing, great guy, Howard Olson. Um, and he was the best sales trainer I've ever had, and I've had a lot of different trainers. I really enjoyed his stuff. It was just really to the point, really practical. And so I'm going to compare these notes from today with the stuff I've learned from him and see how many things really coincide. And I noticed a lot of this was some similar material. It was just a little more confusing watching it from this guy than it was from Howard. Howard was able to make this a very clear and um, very well explained, but then again, I spent an entire day with him doing that. So this was just a short 5 minute, 6 minute video. So for that, it was very good, very well done, and it's a great intro. Um, I should talk more about Howard, but I want to keep this video short, so I'm gonna I'll put a link around for Howard's site as well. Howard Olson, as his company's High Output Training, I guess. And yeah, definitely, if you ever get a chance to work with Howard, definitely do that. I'm gonna put him on my list of people to interview because the wealth of information that guy has is great, and he's very fun. We got along. So with that, I want to thank you guys. End of day 29. Oh, sorry, 28. End of week 4 is what I meant to say. So a couple more days, and we're finished a month, and more reasons and things to celebrate. I'll let you in a little secret. I already celebrated preemptly. Bought myself a nice hat today. If you guys always see, I've always got a large selection of hats. It keeps you paying attention, I guess. So with that, I will see you guys tomorrow for day 29. Thanks again.